Hello everyone again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are right now. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and of course gratitude for you for being here. Wow, the subject of this video is really cool, it's really nice, it's really all over the world. And yeah, it started because of the questions I've been receiving since last year, in fact, but since I started doing this, and then people said, write me more, asking me more, and then I decided to do these questions and answers, which is happening now. And instead of answering everything at once, I decided to split in videos. I think it's better for everybody. Then you can watch till the end, I hope. So, of course, if you like, share, comment. Your comments are really welcome. I'm always curious to hear from you. And follow the page. Subscribe on YouTube, Instagram. In the end, I will leave all the links listed. But for now, let's start, okay? Well, this question I received from many places, I have to confess. Just to mention some: United States, Malaysia, Africa, India, South America. Guys, everybody concerning about one subject. So, let's start. And as I always do, I set up an intention for this video, okay? Of course, I have notes here, otherwise it's like the same. As I always say, I can talk, really, this subject I could talk for 3 hours. But let's condense it in a few minutes, I hope. Look, my intention, that the answer that you will hear can inspire you, your heart, and your brain to think and feel and act in a way that you can attract your twin flame, your soulmate, the love of your lifetime on earth, and that you two together can live fully a nice love story. So this is my intention for this video, and that's why I have so many hearts around me today with this background that I found here, so cool. Well, let's start then. What's the question I received from many people? Many people. Look, guys, no matter where you are, this is a top issue around the world. Here's the question. For a long time, I want to get married. Or, for a long time, I want a relationship, serious relationship. It's always the same. But till now, I cannot find a nice woman or a nice man. Everywhere. Then in some countries, men write me. Here, women are always after money. On the other countries, women write me. Here, men just want fun. They don't want a serious relationship. Great? But everybody says, I am tired of staying alone. What can I do? Well, as this question came from many parts, I cannot really answer one, like direct, because then I would generalize the planet. And it's not reality if I give you only one perspective of this answer. So I will give two answers for that, according to the culture and place you are, but two main ones, let's say. I could give more, but let's make it easier. And of course, I will even timestamp in the comments later. Not live is not possible, but I will timestamp where the second answer starts. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The first answer is for everybody. It's for the human being. Okay, so let's talk about this human being perspective. We, my dears, we grow up thinking that, wow, I will have a love life. Perfect, everything's pink and blue and heart and blah, blah, blah. Why? Because we watch movies, we listen to songs, and the lyrics are very romantic, but on the top of all, if you pay attention on the movies, soap operas and all, you always have to suffer because of love. Always. This is the mentality we're raised with, that we have to suffer. So this is the first program we have really down in our subconscious mind. Suffering for love, hunting love, being difficult, being unhappy. And this person has to make me happy, and all of these thoughts, okay? But then I have a question for you now. What do you like about yourself? What do you like? What's your inner voice? What's your inner dialogue with yourself every time you look in the mirror? Every time you think about yourself? Look, I can tell you 99%. That when you come to the mirror, you say, oh my God, I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm so tall. I'm so fat. I'm so short. Then these sentences, imagine every day of your life. If you're 20, 25, 30 years old, 50 years old, always in this, no, I'm not intelligent enough. I don't have money enough. Nobody will love me. Guess what? You are just keeping love away from you. Because this is not the point. The point here is, how can you accept yourself the way you are? How can you love yourself first? So this is the topic. Is it right or wrong? We are raised in a way that we have to believe that we have to look like in a certain way, and that we have to behave in a certain way, that we have to be in a certain way. I have good news for you. Bullshit. This is bullshit. This is not true. Everybody in the planet is different. I am different. You are different. Whoever is watching me now, you are different. Live on the replay, we are all different. But we have our essence. We have our heart, right? Let me share a personal story with you. Okay, it's time for me, I guess, to start sharing things. Back years ago, I lived in England, in the south of England, very beautiful place. And of course, in that time, I had friends, women friends. We were friends, go out together. And I remember these girls, they were so beautiful, tall and thin, and beautiful hair, and everything nice, according to what a woman has to be in that time, or even now, is the same. And I was always the different one. I was the shortest, I was the fattest, I was always the weird one. But guess what? I was the only one always with a boyfriend. I always had a boyfriend. No matter what. And I didn't know why at that time. But then years passed, I started studying the power of our brain, how brain functions, and now I understand why. Oh, the bullying I suffered when I was a child, teenagers, at school, from everywhere I used to go, in my house. I suffered heavy bullying at home, even from my mother. I didn't get it. I always thought, why people have to be the same? Why people have to look everybody the same? And I remember thinking of this when I was 12. And over years and years, I always feel the idea that, no, I don't need to be the same. Why? If I'm fine, if I'm healthy, if I'm happy, if my body can function, why do I have to look the same? Hi for you that's watching me live. So, I always had this idea that we don't need to be the same. And this really made me free. Still, it didn't prevent me to have horrible relationships. Yes, indeed I had. I had horrible relationships. I had toxic relationships. Because in a way, in my subconscious mind, I still had this program running. But this I will talk in other videos. So, what to do then? If you keep feeding your negative side, for sure you're going to have a person who will come and be like focusing also your negative side, criticizing you, not really nice to you, because you're attracting the same. Maybe it's shaped in a different way, but it's the same. So from today on, what I give you the idea to do is, when you look in the mirror in the morning, find what's nice. Look at yourself and start talking to yourself. Wow, have beautiful eyes. Hey guy, your hair is amazing. Or, I'm so intelligent. Yeah, because we are raised to say, no, don't say good things about yourself. This sounds so selfish. It's another bullshit. You have to be the one who knows what's good for you. You have to know the one who knows what's good in you. You have to know how you look like. You have to have your own opinions about yourself. For sure. Why not? Because if you don't have this self-esteem on your feet, people just swallow you. I'm talking from my own experience, of course. And then, all right, so every day in the mirror, emphasizing what's nice, what's beautiful about you. Develop a relationship with yourself first. This is important. Also, many people tell me, when I have a nice woman, I will go and I walk with her along the river. Go alone and walk along the river. Don't need to wait for anyone. Or I will take my boyfriend, or we'll go together for a nice ice cream in the city. Just go and take an ice cream in the city. You have to be the one who enjoys your company. You have to be the one who likes to be with yourself first. Then you build up barriers. Understand? Then you know what's good for you, what's not good for you. Really, this is a top stuff. What else I want to say about this? Love yourself in a way that you want to be loved. Did you hear that? Love yourself in a way that you want to be loved. Easy. Attract what you want to be, what you want to have. Imagine this person as you are. Because you attract not what you want, you attract what you are. So work on yourself. Do the work. So what I want to leave here is also an idea that the happiness and love that you have is already inside you. Understand that? It's already inside of you. You just share. Never ever give anyone the responsibility of make you happy. Never ever. Because I tell you something, you're going to be frustrated. It doesn't exist. You have to be happy on your own. You have to be happy with yourself. You have to be happy. And then you have someone who will increase or decrease this happiness. Understand what I mean? It's different. It's already inside your heart. It's already inside yourself. What I want to leave here for you is an affirmation. Take note. Okay? Take note. And every day, in the morning and before sleeping, you will say this affirmation loud in the mirror. Okay? Ready to take note? I hope so. Let's do it. I know that in the right time, I am gonna meet my divine partner. The love and happiness are already in me. I feel good anyway, alone or with someone. I take care of myself and I love myself. You may play again this video later and then you take the note, okay? This is life-changing. I tell you, when you can do this and you can integrate this and you can say this affirmation, of course adapt the way you want, but just an idea I want to give you, at least 30 days. Do this. Start planting new seeds of thoughts in your brain, because you don't need anyone to validate who you are, how good you are, how pretty you are, because you are already. We grew up with the media showing us how we should look like. And we look now, I have to give an information. The appearance is all a lie. It's a lie. You have programs for everything. You know what? If I want now, I can change my face immediately. Imagine that. I was testing yesterday. Guys, what we see is all fake. It's all fake. We are exposed. This information wasn't supposed to say what 130 lies per day. When we see pictures outdoors, talking to people, 130 lies per day. And everything, I always say, everything is vibration. So you have to be really empowered in your feet, okay? I think cultivate your best to offer other people every time. You have to know what's your best. So let's say that's the end of my first answer. Then I want to talk to a second audience, which comes from very specific countries, very specific places. Of course, I cannot say names, but what I can say is this program is still heavily running out there. So then these people always write to me, either men and women. I cannot find a man, or I cannot find a woman, nice woman, because they only want money and blah, 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 all these things. Okay, let's start answering this now for this audience, okay? Well, for thousands and thousands of years, the pattern, not only in this place, but some places as well, is men go to work, bring the money. Women stay home, have children, take care of the family. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. The only problem is that now all of you, either men and women, you have information. You have internet. Internet. If you're here, you have internet. Not only you, everybody has internet, right? Okay, what happened now is crashing. The old traditions crashing with the new time. Okay, when I ask you, what kind of a woman are you looking for? And then I ask you girls, what kind of man are you looking for? All right, guys, I will reply this. I will answer this question for you, right? You think, well, I go to work in the morning, and then when I come home, my wife is beautiful, waiting for me. The children are happy. She cooked a big, beautiful dinner for me. Every day she cooks something different, and she looks nice. And then we go to bed, we have sex, and then we sleep, and the next morning is the same. Beautiful story. The girls, your answer. I want a guy, I want a man who pays everything for me, that treats me like a queen. However, I didn't hear you saying about children, cooking, cleaning, looking pretty all the time. This is the big crash. This is already a big crash. Men are looking for old style women, and women want to behave in an old style but in a new world. Yes, indeed, they want to stay home. They want to have family probably, but they don't want to be all the time cleaning, cooking and doing, they just want the fun part of it. Do you understand what I mean? Men, the guys and women, I talk to people all over the world. And if I'm talking about this, it's because people talk to you about, talk to me about this. Okay, men talk to me about this, women talk to me about this. So you are crushing the old with the new. Normal. This is normal in a transition process. But then what to do? When you guys realize that, yes, you are really struggling and feeling pressure to make money, but the economy in the world changed. Unless you come from a very rich family, you are going to have to work, I don't know, I know people who work 80 hours per week, right? And you have in mind that you have to keep your family. This is pressure. This is really a huge pressure. And the women, they are raised saying, no, I cannot work, so I stay home, but I really don't want the work, right? The work of being home and all this stuff, because it's really hard. It's every day the same and blah, blah, blah. What's the solution for that? What's the solution for that? You from young generation, you that I may be starting to think about this now. Support your surround. If you have sister, cousin, tell them to go to school to learn something. What's their talent? What talents they have? Maybe they want to be teacher. They want to be a teacher, music teacher. They want to help children. They want to be a nurse, whatever it is. Empower these women to have also their talent, because you know what happens in the future. You share and you have a balanced relationship. A balance. Everybody works. Everybody brings money. But you guys also have to help. Learn cooking, learn cleaning. So then you have a very balanced relationship. You have a balanced relationship, but it's a work that will take some years still. For now, what to do for now? For now it's the other side of everything. Trust, believe, surrender that in the right time, your divine partner will arrive. If this is in your soul contract is the contract we sign up before coming to the planet. And there is already saying what is going to happen. Anyway, surrender and believe that in the right time, the right person will arrive and will come to you and you will live this life. You live this love story. But I think for all of us is to really stop this idea and start changing this idea that there is one person in the whole planet that will make me happy, that will support me, that will do this for me, that will do that for me. Everybody thinks like this. Not only who we watch after or is watching, doesn't matter. Understand, it is a full concept because it's the way we are raised. And I tell you that all of you have to find the power that is inside you. You have to find your talents. You have to understand who you are, which happens with lots of silence, which happens with meditation, with prayer, whatever it is. So I guess that for now, I hope my answer can help. I really expect that it resonates with you. And of course, if it resonates with you and you think people need help on that, you know people that are desperate looking for a relationship, really depressed, really sad, because I know there are lots of people around the world really sad and depressed because they cannot find a relationship. Share this video. Share. Because the idea of living fully is to plant seeds of consciousness, new thoughts, new beliefs, new ideas according to what I've been experiencing since 30 years working to people, with people, for people. It was always my mission to work with people directly. And I'm a very curious person. If you meet me in person, I would ask you a list of questions. I always want to know what's going on in people's brain and mind, but I've been always like this. Well, guys, I hope this resonates with you. I hope, and you are always very much welcome to write me inbox, not really, but comments, email are always welcome. I'm sorry, I have really no time for chatting because it's really a big work behind my background here. You don't know how it is, but it's really busy. And then, so I have no time for chatting. I'm really, really sorry. Thank you for you who is watching. I don't know who you are, but thank you for being here. And thank you for all the replays that will be watched later already. There will be more videos with the other questions I received, really good ones. This one from today is, of course, is a top question around the world, so that's why I started with that. Be sure to watch the other videos, subscribe to the page, follow also Living Fully on YouTube, on Instagram. I'll leave the links there. If you want to book a private mentoring session with me, which I call Inspiring Talk, you are more than welcome. And then you find this on my website, but I will also leave the link down below. And what else I want to say? Yeah, I think that's it. That we have some contact, and that you can watch the other stuffs that I have on the other pages. And yeah, on my YouTube channel, I have also a beautiful video there that I recorded for you with a song of mine, and very much soon I will be playing a long live concert for you. But for now, thank you very much for being here. I'm wishing a lot of luck and love and a wonderful weekend, and that we can always meet. So always comment everything, like everything, share everything, and helping me to make Living Fully concept grow. Of course, if you don't resonate with the products, donations are always very much welcome to make everything grow. Yes, because money is a beautiful energy of possibilities. So anyways, thank you for being here. I'm sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, lots of gratitude. Have a wonderful weekend. Love, love, gratitude. Take care. See you next time. Bye.